Hey, I'm Liv, and I'm so excited to bring this video to you because I tested 12 scents from the fragrance brand 1692, and it was super fun and it took a long time. I take you all the way from my first sniffs, scenting each one for the first time and writing down what I think. Then I wear each one for a full day and write down my thoughts after that. If you would like to jump to any point in the video, my first impressions, my final thoughts about each specific scent, and 1692 overall, all the timestamps will be down below. For now, let's get to the first impressions. Oh my goodness, I'm so overwhelmed and so excited about this. If you aren't on Reddit, you should be, and you should join the Indie Makeup and More. Go to Reddit, join Indie Makeup and More. I think that's what it's called. I've been joined on there for a while. I love the chat there. It's always been very perfume heavy, and I wasn't super into perfume, and then I got into perfume now. And they do these Sunday swaps where it's like people list all the stuff that they have, and I jumped on a couple bundles where people are like, oh, I just have like, I don't know, a whole bunch of this stuff. So I jumped on those, and the amount of amazing stuff I got is super overwhelming. So today we're gonna do some first sniffs of 1692. Oh my goodness, can you even see how much stuff I have? Look at that. This is a fantastic way to try perfume, in my opinion. Other people have used this and have tried it, but clearly everything's pretty full, and there's no reason, if they didn't love it, there's no reason for them to throw it away. I get to use it. Okay, so let's get started. Super excited, also overwhelmed, lots of stuff. I should stop babbling, we should start. First things first, we have Wicked. I haven't sniffed any of these. I got them a couple weeks ago and they have been sitting and waiting. Whew. Oh, this seems like it must have been a Christmassy or Halloweeny scent. There's something about it that's very evocative of like the holiday season. Berries and pine. Like, I know the name seems Halloweeny, but it smells a little Christmassy, but naughty Christmas too. It's like berries, pine, and rum. I actually kind of like that. I don't know if I'd wear it, but it's not offensive to me. I quite like it. Okay, next. The Masquerade Party. And this actually says anniversary 2015. So this is quite an old scent. I don't know. Do scents go bad? Do they mature better over time? Maybe that depends on the scent and how they're made. I don't know. I should look that up. Hopefully this is still in existence, if I like it. If not, then I don't care. Okay. Oh my god. This also smells like Christmas, but smells very much like a rum cake. Yeah, it's got that sweetness first, scent of a rum cake, and then the booziness second. If you know what I mean, where you're like, ooh, that kind of thing. Kind of similar scents so far, really. Can you tell I'm trying to be faster because I'm overwhelmed by how many I have here? Ooh, okay. Losers Club. Fall 2019. I'll tell you, I'm not a fall person. Like, I find it a depressing season. I don't like when the leaves fall, and it's sad. I love summer and spring, and so let's see if I feel depressed when I smell this. No? Interesting. It's not totally fall to me. It smells of pine and freshness and rain and a little unisex, a little masculine. I really like it. Very pine. Okay, what do we have here? Ooh, like even, I think the logo is a little different for this one. Yeah, so the normal logo is like that, and this one is like that. So it's obviously the Halloween, and it says Malum Malus, Halloween 2019. I'm excited. Oh, probably my least favorite. Halloween is my favorite holiday. I can't explain this one, but it also smells like trees. But their scents are really interesting. Like, they're hard to describe. They're very hard for me to pull stuff out of. Like, I'm really glad this wasn't the first brand that I tried. If you're interested, it was the fourth. But that's really complex, and it smells like you just had a shower in the forest. So it's like clean, fresh soap, but foresty. Malum Malus. All right. Okay. CHIROMANCY, fall 2018. I wonder if the person I got these from really likes summer and they got rid of all the fall stuff. So maybe everything they have is stuff that I would really love. Ugh. CHIROMANCY. A leather, but I don't know if you saw my video, I'll link it up over there, of Sucre and Mother of Dragons. That scent is, oh, it's pungent leather. It's awful. This is almost sexy. It's the feminine version of a masculine smell that I can recall that's probably a combination of leather and some kind of aftershave. Some guy picks you up for a date and he's got aftershave. No, his aftershave is like lingering on the leather seats and you're driving his car or something. I don't know. It's like, it's not the direct aftershave smell. It's like the secondary smell on the leather. It's actually really nice and it's very unisex. Don't know if I'd wear it, but nice. I'm really liking this brand. brand. Slumber Party, Anniversary 2018. That one sounds exciting. I envision like pillows and marshmallows or something. Oh, that's delicious. You ever have a slumber party and you make some kind of weird concoction in your kitchen from like whatever sweet stuff you have lying around, like marshmallow fluff and too much chocolate powder, and like you make yourself the most delicious hot chocolate, and it's not something that you could buy anywhere because it's like homemade poorly but deliciously. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but that's what this smells like. Oh, it's delicious. It's not so delicious that I feel hungry. Like it is almost like a perfume, but I certainly don't think I could wear it as a perfume, but I would, I'd put this on my hair just when I wanted to feel delicious. Kind of like wave my hair around and beckon. That's very yummy. This Slumber Party. Oh, I should probably see if I can pull some kind of scent out of it though. Chocolate first, milk chocolate first, white chocolate second. There's something in their scent that is almost like a fresh, clean soapiness, but not at all soapy like some other scents I've smelled. It's like their base is fresh and clean. So this is like white chocolate, milk chocolate, but fresh and clean. That's weird. I'm taking my notes on each scent, and as I wrote about that, it totally comes together. It's like I had a shower at the slumber party and I got my hair up in a towel and I made myself just the most chocolatey, delicious cocoa. That's what it is. Fresh, clean, but big gulps and steaming air of chocolatey cocoa. Oof. Okay, what do we have now? Malum Malus. I got another one of those. I wonder if it'll smell the same. Yeah, that definitely smells the same. Hey, bonus. All right, Southern Gothic. I think this might have been one of the cool ones. Like, cause I just went with grab bags, luck of the draw kind of thing, but this one I might have heard of. Oh, that's weird. Very ripe oranges. It's like being in a wooden house right next to an orange grove, and the oranges are just full and juicy and ripe, and the scent of them is wafting in, but it's also a little bit floral, like orange grove wafting in on the night air. There's definitely something else, like a woodiness, like a balsam or something, but the orange and the wood are sort of even. Really interesting. Okay, is this 1692? It is. It's just a weird little thing here. This one is called the Tea Party. It's 2019, and it actually says vanilla almond birthday cake topped with Earl Grey buttercream. Sounds delicious. I'm trying not to like know what things smell like beforehand. Oh, that is a very light scent. I thought that it would be like a heavier creamy scent, but it's very light. Like when you smell vanilla in the air and it's almost like you can taste the sweetness. It's like that, but it's cooking vanilla, not like sugary vanilla. Oh, and there's that buttercream. I don't necessarily smell the Earl Grey. It's actually delicious. I would definitely put this in my hair too. Wow, it just got really windy here. Ooh, this sounds familiar too. Formula 86. This is obviously one of the Halloween ones. Halloween 2018 is what it says. I haven't smelled anything that I would love to wear yet, so I'm hopeful. Oh, dang. Ooh, that's weird. It's gonna be a weird description. But you know, okay, how do I pronounce this word? Worcester? Worcestershire. Worcester sauce. We'll go with that. Worcester. You know that sauce? Worcester sauce that starts out sweet, but it's savory. That sweet then savory smell, and it's just like a little odd sometimes. That's what this smells like. It's immediately sweet and then savory, and it smells a little wrong. Not bad, but just like ooh. No, I don't know. Like, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be. It's hard for me to find adjectives for this. It's got a slight tanginess. I can't find words for that. It's tangy and it reminds me of Worcestershire sauce. It's not terrible, but it's weird. Okay, wait, that's not it. You Who Swallowed a Falling Star. Delightful name. Oh, I'm so hopeful. Come on. This is a very youthful scent. You could get this for a 13-year-old. It's floral, but fruit as well. I'm not quite sure what fruit. It's like a berry or citrus, like maybe even a strawberry, but it's definitely an even balance between the floral and the strawberry, or whatever berry or fruit it is. And that's an interesting thing with all the scents so far, is that they seem to have very even balances. Like in many other scents that I've smelled, there will be one top note, and with these scents so far, there's been a very even balance of notes, at least for two of them, which also makes it very difficult. This also smells very familiar. It smells like a young girl scent that I remember, and I can't remember what. A little powdery on like the end of it. Sweet and floral and a little berryish. Very sweet. Also the perfect name for a youthful perfume. Okay, we have two more scents and they're in that little weird one. Ooh, okay, so this one was Tea Party and this one says Beach Party. That might be my jam. it's written on here, so I'm gonna read it. Pineapple brown sugar. Oh, pineapple brown sugar cake with tropical fruit filling, topped with coconut rum frosting and a candied pineapple wedge. That could not sound more up my alley. Oh, please be good. That is delectable. Oh, that's so good. It's definitely pineapple forward. God, I really like this brand. I really like this brand. It's spot on. It's pineapple forward. Oh, I just booped my nose. Definitely a little bit of rum, a little bit of coconut, but pineapple first. It's sweet. You know what? This is the one that's going in the crook of my arm. I don't have much of this one and I'm bummed about that, but this is delicious. I'm very interested to see how this will wear. I'm gonna try it for a full day aside from this. This, I just really want to smell like this for now. But I'm really interested to see how that wears because it's so sweet. Sometimes those things can wear a little rough, you know? And the final scent we have is another one of those little ones, and it is May I Admire You Again Today. Ooh. I'm intrigued by these. Pink petals, pale amber, soft violet leaf, sparkling tuberose. I have no idea what that is still. Candied ginger and strong lips. How are you gonna smell like strong lips? What does that smell like? Ooh. I booped myself again. I really like this brand. Oh, I really like them. I will say that a lot of their scents have been more mainstream accessible. Yeah, some of them were a little weird, but nothing's been like, I couldn't wear it to work or something. This is more floral than I was expecting. Actually, I think it said violet and pink petals or something. So it's definitely floral first. There's a tiny bit of the spiciness of ginger. And then I smell a citrus. Did they say citrus? Could that be what a tuberose is? I don't know. Sounds like a potato. Okay, so I smell floral, citrus, floral and citrus. It's very nice though. You know what? I'll do this in the other crook of my arm. These little ones have been the most successful of this brand so far. So there were none that shouted at me aside from Beach Party. I mean, I might have been biased by the name, but there were none that shouted at me, oh my God, you're gonna love this forever. However, this was a grab bag. I tried a whole bunch. So based on the professionalism of the fragrances, I know that sounds weird, but like, it feels like professionals made this. I don't know who this brand is. I will look into them before I do my final thoughts and everything, but it feels like they know what they're doing. And the way that they put the scents together is beautiful so far. I'm not gonna give you my final thoughts. This is first sniffs. What I am gonna do is give each of these scents their time to shine. I'm gonna wear each one for a full day, write down my notes on that, and then we're gonna meet back up and I'm gonna give you my final thoughts. I'm super excited. This is gonna be a long time. Like, how many scents do I have? I have 13 scents. So it's gonna be at least 13 days before I'm done with this. This is gonna be fun research for me. I can't wait. I'll see you at the final thoughts. I am so excited to give you my final thoughts on 1692 and all these scents. So let's get to it. First things first, we have Wicked. At first sniff, this smelled like berries, pine, and rum. It was very Christmassy and Halloween combined. Like, what's that movie that no one can decide whether it's Christmas or Halloween? Nightmare Before Christmas? That's probably this. I give it a 5 out of 10. On my skin, for the first 4 or 5 hours, it smelled like Dettol. If you know what that is, then you know what I mean. I haven't smelled it in a long time, but it sticks with me. It is a cleaning product. I'm from South Africa and it was used there. And from what I recall, it's this sweet, sickly sweet, pine-ish scent. I don't know. There's a sickly sweet thing to it, but it's cleaning product and there's nothing quite like it. This smelled like Dettol on me. Not in the most awful way, but definitely not pleasant. Sweet, pine cleaning products. After about 5 hours, it started to smell like a pine scented sauna, hot wood, sweetness, and pine combined. Before 5 hours, I gave it 3 out of 10. After 5 hours, I gave it 6 out of 10. It's not worth the first 5 hours to get to the 6 out of 10, so I wouldn't wear this again, but it only was 6 out of 10 afterwards. Next, we have the Masquerade Party. This says it's from Anniversary 2015, so this is a well-seasoned scent. This video is in 2020, so this has been around for a while. I believe most probably this is limited edition, but I don't know if they release stuff from their vault, so to speak, later on. At first sniff, it smelled like rum cake with heavy sweetness first and then booze second. I gave it a 7 out of 10. Like, I can't even tell you how rum cakey it smells. I can almost smell like the raisins and the booze mixing together. Very good. On my skin, it's heavily Christmassy, like cinnamon scented pine cones and nutmeg and cookies. For anyone who likes Christmas, this would be an excellent scent. I personally find Christmas scents to be depressing, so this was not good for me. 6 out of 10. If you liked Christmassy scents, it'd probably be higher for you. Next we have Losers Club, and this says Fall 2019. At first sniff, it smelled like pine, freshness, and rain. It was a very unisex scent. I gave it a 7 out of 10. On my skin, it smells really familiar. I don't know what it is. Okay, I do, and this is gonna sound really weird, but there's the scent when someone has really freshly brushed teeth and they're chewing gum and you smell their breath, like while they're talking. This sounds really weird, but like the freshness of their brushed teeth and the normal sort of human smells, and then the artificial freshness of the bubble gum, the chewing gum. There's something there. I've smelt this kind of scent before and it's a weird combination. It's weird. So on my skin, it smelled kind of like that. It was definitely a little sweeter on my skin. Clean, but not in a soapy way, in a brushed teeth sort of way. It's fresh, sweet, and almost mint fresh like bubble gum, but not totally minty. I would wear this scent. It's really weird to say. I would wear this scent. I have to give it a sniff now. Yeah, I would wear this when I want to be productive and energetic, but not in a summery way, more in a like, I got lots to do and I want to smell like I mean business. I don't know, it's very clean, fresh, zippy, energetic, productive. And here's the kicker, I looked up the scent and I saw that it's based on It, which kind of creeps me out. I love horror movies, but I don't, like, I was one of those kids that was super traumatized by It when I was a child. So like the idea of wearing this sort of freaks me out in that regard, but I actually would wear this scent. Ooh, I gave it a 7 out of 10. Next we have Malum Malus. I just realized as I said that, like, is it like making malice, like being naughty? I don't know. So this is from Halloween 2019. At first sniff, it smelled like fresh, clean soap, but foresty, like you just took a shower in the forest. I gave it a 5 out of 10. On my skin, for the first 2 hours, it smelled great. Fresh, crisp, foresty, like something I'd wear when I was doing fun stuff outside on a crisp, full day. For the first 2 hours, I gave it a 6 out of 10. But then it turned into more of a soapy forest scent, and it very much reminded me specifically of the soap that they had at 24 Hour Fitness, and the smell of showering at 24 Hour Fitness. Really weird. 4 out of 10. Next we have CHIROMANCY, Fall 2018. At first sniff, this smelt of leather and aftershave, but sexy. I gave it a 5 out of 10. On my skin, it smelt like leather and it smelt masculine, but it was too pungent. If you watched my review of Sucre Bay and of Mother of Dragons in particular, this is nowhere near as pungent as that. It's much better, a much better leather scent than that, to me, in my opinion. But it's still too pungent for me. Maybe this is not a scent that I agree with, or that agrees with my chemistry, leather. Ugh. I would have thought that it would, because I love the smell of like a leather jacket, but this and Mother of Dragons is just super artificial. I don't know, 4 out of 10. Next we have the SLUMBER Party, Anniversary 2018. At first sniff, this smelled like a combination of white chocolate and milk chocolate, but fresh and clean, sort of like drinking a delicious hot chocolate after a hot shower and you're wrapped up in a bathrobe, a fluffy one. Delicious. 7 out of 10. Specifically as a hair or body product. I wouldn't wear this as a perfume necessarily, but I would love to just waft this through my hair. Ugh, delicious. It's absolutely delicious. On my skin, it actually starts to smell a bit spicy and then keeps getting spicier. It's like cocoa and spice, a spicy hot chocolate. It actually becomes a little more wearable as a perfume on my skin, but I would still prefer it as a body or hair product. 7 out of 10 too. Next we have Southern Gothic. At first sniff, it smells like an orange grove that is full of fresh, ripe, juicy oranges. And that scent is like wafting into a wooden house and combining with balsam wood. Balsam wood? Balsam. I gave it a 6 out of 10. My sister was recently talking to me about how she loves citrus scents, and I thought about this for her because it's very citrus, very woody, quite unique. On my skin, the citrus dissipates and the balsam leads. It becomes quite clean and pleasant, professional, not sexy at all, but kind of comforting. It's really interesting. 7 out of 10. Tea Party. This one is really interesting. It's very vanilla at first sniff, and then the sweetness comes in. It smells deliciously jammy, like a sweet vanilla scone covered in jam. I gave it a 7 out of 10, mostly as a body product. I would definitely use this as a hair scent, body butter, something like that. On my skin, the jam smell unfortunately disappeared quickly. After 2 hours, it sort of smelled like it was just vanilla, as though I'd been making cupcakes and that scent was still on my skin. Like it was just a hint. 7 out of 10 for scent. Unfortunately, no longevity. You who swallowed a falling star. What a cute name. At first sniff, this was a little floral, very berry, slightly powdery, and very youthful. The berry is definitely the first scent that you smell, but the floral is not overpowered by the berry. I gave it a 5 out of 10. On my skin, I realized why it specifically smells youthful to me. And this is a really odd memory, but when I was a kid, I must have been 10 years old or something, and someone gave me for my birthday scented cards. It was like they gave me a little stash of thank you cards. That was the present, and they were scented and they smelled like this. It's the weirdest thing. I would not have thought that I could remember what that smell was if I tried to think back on it, but smelling this, it smells like that. And so I attribute that to a smell of my youth. So I'm not sure if it is a youthful smell or if it's youthful because it's so tied to that specific age, that specific birthday present. It's strange. I have to sniff it. Yeah, it's really strange. The mixture of berry and floral is definitely youthful. It's a very complex floral. I was talking to someone in the comments in one of my other videos mentioning floral scents. If you like berry and floral, I think this might intrigue you. It's really interesting. On my skin, some of the berry dissipated and it was mostly floral and powdery. It's beautiful, but I can't get over the past I have with the scent. It's so weird. I still gave it a 5 out of 10. May I admire you again today? May I? Another lovely name, and I was looking this scent up and I realized I think it's a quote from Pretty in Pink, which I don't think I've seen. So I'm gonna go watch it. It seemed like it was a pretty popular quote because there are a bunch of memes and t-shirts and stuff around it. So man, this is another floral scent and I had a hard time with their floral scents. They are so complex. I finally figured this one out. I had to wear it 3 separate days to figure it out. At first sniff, it smelled floral and citrus. It's lovely and very familiar, just like the other floral scent. I realized that it smells a little bit like my gran, and not in an old person way. Like this doesn't smell like an old person scent. It actually smells quite youthful, but it smells like my gran because when I would go to her house as a child, she tended to have a lot of floral scented items. She would have like rose scented soap and lavender body lotion, and then there'd be potpourri. This smells like that mixture of all those floral scents. It's very hard to put a finger on it. There's a word here, pink petals. I don't know what that is, and I wouldn't necessarily know how to describe something as pink petals, but it's kind of perfect in a sense because it smells like potpourri, dried petals, multiple different scents that have been sort of condensed down. It's very interesting, it's very fresh, very layered, with multiple floral scents similar to You Who Swallowed a Falling Star, but different. Bright citrus floral. On my skin, 5 out of 10. Next, we have my least favorite scent, Formula 86. At first sniff, it was tangy and sweet like Worcester sauce. I really hope I'm saying that right. And I should have checked the pronunciation before I did this. I gave it a 3 out of 10. On my skin, it's inappropriately sweet. It's wrong. It shouldn't be this sweet. It's just not good. And then it fades off super unpleasantly into a I was cooking with Worcester and I didn't wash my hands off properly sort of scent. Not good. 2 out of 10. And finally, we have my favorite scent, Beach Party. If you've watched my other scent videos, this may come as no surprise to you. This smells like pineapple, coconut, rum, delicious, sticky, sweet, tropical. It's so good. At first sniff, 8 out of 10. Absolutely sweet, delicious. On my skin, it smells pineapple, sticky, sweet, delicious. I absolutely love it. You smell all the tropical blends coming together, definitely pineapple first, and it starts to wear a little spicy. Maybe that's a 1692 thing, but some of them start to wear a little spicy on me. In this case, that works beautifully with the sweetness of the pineapple. There's this sweet spot about 2 hours in that is delicious. It's sweet pineapple, it's a little bit of spicy kick, like the sun's coming down on your tropical day. It's delicious, and then it disappears. hours. It's so sad. Not a long wearing scent. It just turns into that little spicy fade with a hint of sweetness, but just not long lasting enough. If this lasted 8 hours, I would be so happy. I would buy this immediately. Still an 8 out of 10 for 2 hours. Well, that's it. That's all my thoughts about all these 12 fragrances. Now for my thoughts about 1692 overall. I think this is my favorite perfume brand so far out of the indie perfume brands. I know I said that about the Strange South, but here's the thing. I have a fragrance oil from the Strange South, and it appears that they only produce their fragrances in oils. I find the lifespan of that on my skin to not be great. So whilst I love the Strange South, I don't find them to be long wearing, and that's what it kicks them out of the running to be my favorites. 1692. Everything smells like it was made by someone who knows what they're doing. Like I could almost envision someone with a bunch of different test tubes and mathematical calculations, and like everything is just fantastically formulated, beautifully balanced, excellently composed. It's super professional and the most mainstream indie that I've tried so far. The only scent that I found odd and unwearable was Formula 86. CHIROMANCY did smell too leathery and unwearable to me, but that felt like a personal preference thing. As opposed to Sucre with Mother of Dragons, I can't understand how anyone can wear that. And perhaps it's just a little too avant-garde, too different. 1692 definitely feels wearable and mainstream in an edgy, fun way. Everything was extremely long wearing, like 8 hours, except for these little ones that came in these bottles. May I admire you again today, the Tea Party, and the Beach Party. Hi, this is Live in the Future. I was looking for my next bunch of perfumes to start sampling, and I finally realized why these little perfumes are different. I got a bunch of little perfumes like this in the bunch of perfumes that I got from Indiemakeupandmore on Reddit, and I thought that they were a specific brand, and they're not. They are a perfume sampling service. So I didn't notice that at the bottom it says the brand right there, 1692. So this is one that I missed. It is Pour Some Sugar on Me, white peach, raspberry syrup, citrus flower, sweet mango, cotton candy, pink lipstick. Smells like raiding your big sister's makeup stash. Oh, that's so sweet. So this is gonna be not included in the whole review. Definitely smell the citrus. It's citrus and sweet, like you're chewing bubblegum and your hair smells citrus, like kind of a combination of the two things. So now I realize what's going on, and I also realize that I have a whole bunch of other brands that are from this subscription service. I noticed that these were the worst wearing of all of the 1692 scents that I tried, and it must be because they're decanted. Perhaps the subscription sampling service even dilutes them. I don't know. I don't know anything about a heavy. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but I don't know anything about that subscription service. I'll put some details down below about that, but these were noticeably not as long wearing as the others, which is actually kind of comforting. So in that case, that had nothing to do with 1692. Anyways, I just wanted to pop in and let you know that. So now you know. I don't know if it's something about these little bottles or if these specific batches were formulated differently, but these scents disappear more quickly on my skin than the other ones. I don't know why. Perhaps if Beach Party was formulated in the same way as Formula 86, which I tried to wash off and could not, then I would love Beach Party even more. Which leads me to how I acquired these scents. I did a Sunday swap on Indiemakeupandmore on Reddit. I got a lucky bag, just a grab bag of a bunch of different scents, and these were all in there. Some of them are older, many of them are themed, Halloween-y. Perhaps these are scents that the person who gave them to me wasn't interested in. I'm also not interested in them. They're not my perfect scent profile, except for Beach Party, of course, and Loser Club. But I am so intrigued to try other scents from 1692, because if these scents are any indication, then those scents will be fantastically formulated. Which leads me to why I'm very, very sad right now. They have a subscription box. It's called The Circle. I believe it's annual, it's very limited, and I had an opportunity to jump on it, but I hadn't tried 1692 yet. I saw that there was a subscription box. I'd been interested in trying them. I gave it a think for a day. I decided I wanted to do it. It's a whole $100 for a year, which for me I try to be careful with what I spend, but I decided to do it. You get sent samples of every collection that they do in the year, I believe. So I went back to try sign up for that and it was gone. Sold out, that was it. Oh, that would have been fun. I'm definitely gonna keep my eye out for that next year. And I would definitely give it a thumbs up for other people to do so, though please don't take my spot. We're gonna fight over it. Fantastic. Artisanal. Artisanal would be an excellent way to describe this. Some other scents that I've smelled from other brands feel experimental, and 1692 feels artisanal, boutique, carefully tailored and crafted. Delicious. I can't wait to try more, and I will definitely be trying to get the circle next year. So that's it. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me. This was super, super fun. If you liked this video, if you had fun too, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and stick around and subscribe because I have many, many more perfume brands to go through. If you have tried 1692 and have a favorite scent, or maybe it was one of the scents that I talked about, I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on it, your recommendations as well, but especially if you have thoughts or opinions on any of the scents that I tried, that would be really fun because maybe we have totally different sniffers, you know? Scent is weird and body chemistry is weird and it's super cool. Anyways, wherever you are, I hope you're having the best time that you possibly can. Be kind to the people around you, and thanks for hanging out.